So in this video, I'm going to be building this diamond plate bumper for my OBS Ford Powerstroke. Here's the original one. It's a Laverne style. I really like this style of bumper. And basically you could do it too. It just takes a angle grinder and some discs and obviously a welder. And I use 1/4" diamond plate, but this is the process how I did it. Well, here's the bumper. This is like off of a 96 Ford F-250. And basically my foot slipped off the brake and I backed into a tree and smashed it. I really like this style of bumper though. It's called like a Laverne style bumper. Laverne. Anyway, I took these plastic parts off of it. And now what I'm going to do is mock it up with a template with cardboard. So I'm going to make an exact template of cardboard. And I'm going to split it in the middle right here because I don't really want to template the damaged side. I'm just going to template this side and then the center piece, and then everything off from this side I'll just mirror it over after I cut it out, so it should all be symmetrical. Basically I just took it off of the back of the truck with these bolts, and I'm going to scrub the whole frame down because this tow hitch and stuff's starting to get a little rusty. So I'm going to spray the undercarriage with that rust encapsulator stuff, but the new bumper should fit right into this. Today I picked up this is 1/4" diamond plate steel, super thick. 1/4" is like way overboard. I can't even lift it up. This thing probably weighs about 120 pounds. Real thick bumper material. Alright, so now that I got these templated, take a Sharpie and trace out the parts and try to figure out how to get them to fit on this piece. One thing I was going to mention, if you use diamond plate, you kind of got to look at it and make sure that the diamonds are oriented in the same direction, because they're sort of directional. So if you cut them out, horizontal versus vertical, the diamonds will be pointed in opposite directions. It's kind of hard to explain, but it's just something to look out for. I almost cut this thing the wrong way, and it would have been pretty noticeable. So that's just one note. And yeah, I probably went through about, 20 of these grinder discs, these cutting wheels. And I know some guys are good with like a cutting torch, and the ability to cut pretty straight, but I just felt the most comfortable with straight cuts with these wheels. So I think it's probably, $60 in wheels, but all my cuts came out nice. Well, I got these ones cut out. Ground the edges down so where they're pretty much straight and not sharp. And then I'm just gonna cut this on a template. So I'm gonna put these down and exactly trace around them. And I got this piece here. Trace that. All I got is this piece and 2 of these pieces that I can get out of this here, I think. This dude's trying to get it tacked. If I need to change stuff, I will. I can't really use this side as a mock-up because it's all bent. Well, I'm pretty sure I got it all mocked up. A few of the gaps are a little bit bigger than I'd like, but they'll weld over. It's just those inside ones that have to be perfect. Well, as good as I can get them, because I can't grind them per se. But like all the outside ones, I'm gonna weld them and then grind them smooth. And then on these ends, I cut some metal and boxed it in and bent it around, so I'll weld those and grind them out. Should come out nice. It's pretty straight. The old bumper is not straight, but the new one is. You can see where the old one got plowed in and crooked. And then on this, basically gonna cut everything out except for just this really thick 1/2 or 3/4 inch metal. I'm gonna weld this diamond plate onto the 3/4 inch metal that came with the bumper originally, so it should mount right up. All the other crap's getting cut out. Pretty much got her done with the welding. I gotta clean up the bottoms there with some wire brush, the wire brush, and a few other small touch-ups I gotta do. But before, basically I gotta run a piece from that point to there, but first I gotta try to get it, I want to put it on the truck, so I'm gonna use this to mount it. Basically all of this has to be rust, like I gotta scrape it and pressure wash it and soap and water, and then I got rust encapsulator, so I'm gonna do all that. But first I gotta get this mounted up there so that I can hold that up to it and make sure everything fits right, and then I can tack weld it, this 1/2 inch steel to that, and do some more stuff. But I just want to make sure it fits perfectly. And then there's some body work I gotta do here. I don't generally like welding onto my truck because it can fry some of the electronics, but since I was just tacking it, it was fine. I got it all ready for paint, so I gotta wipe it down with some acetone. Came out really nice. Gonna paint it black. I got this clean metal primer and then satin black oil-based paint. I'm gonna thin it out with that. First I'm gonna wipe everything down with acetone. Well, basically getting ready to put the bumper on and realized how rusty this was, so I got some of that rust encapsulator stuff. I got dirt all over it, but I basically painted the entire frame and running gear with it. This spare tire thing isn't painted, but what I did is I pressure washed everything and then soap, real strong soap like Dawn and scrub brush. So I scrubbed every square inch of it with the scrub brush, then I pressure washed it again. And then I hit it with the wire wheel and a wire brush. And then blew it all off with the air compressor. And yeah, painted it all with this rust encapsulator stuff. It needed it. So anyway, it's all coated real well with that stuff. And now I can get back to the bumper. One of the other things was when I accidentally backed into the tree, it dented this, so I just sanded it and used some acetone. I'm gonna hit it with some Bondo and just get this back to where it needs to be. And I'm tired of dealing with this tailgate bezel thing. It just keeps falling off and breaking, and I replaced it like 3 or 4 times now and glued it and stuff. So what I'm gonna do is cover these in Bondo and sand them flat, and same with these little mounting holes. And then I'm gonna get a decal that just says Ford on it. Might say it up there, or I might just get a custom wrap. You know, it'd be something cool. Go across the back, just says Ford. I don't know yet, but I'm tired of that trim thing. That thing. Here's the final product of the bumper. It's ready to go on, so. Here's the finished product. Came out really nice. I'm happy with it. It cost me about $150 total versus like a couple thousand if you were to buy one. Feel free to like and subscribe. I do a lot of other cool stuff like this and different other cool projects. Check it out.